Right on that turn. Right, let's hope for a good roll. Come on, double. Oh shit. I was just gonna say come on, double once because I was expecting that.
No, you're not
All
me.
right. Yeah, that's true. It's probably for the best, honestly.
You know what?
All right. So that is. Actually, I'm using terrifying at the same time. So let's try this and see what happens. So the people in the front. So let me rephrase that. Who wasn't hiding behind the rock in the front there?
I'm not sure.
I know Ton was in front on the rock, hanging out with that one.
I was still playing with cover, as in I was trying to be in cover.
All right.
I was trying to be in cover too. How close is the rock? Like right where we think the enemies are? How far away is it?
So from you, it would be within walking distance. Like on your turn, you can move.
Okay, yeah. I'll be behind the rock then if I can.
All right. Traffic, are you doing anything hiding wise, or are you standing in the open?
I'm probably sticking with them, so I'm probably behind cover as well.
All right, so you all hanker down behind the rock then.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was
So
gonna say, go ahead.
what?
I forgot it.
All right. So I'm just gonna do it like this because that's fair. All right. So Tone and Sarge get hits. So I rolled it from my point of view in roll 20. Road is 1, Tone is 4. So Tone, you said you're in cover. Let's see, 2 point. So what's your AC on the mech?
My AC is 18.
All right, so with two on that. Yeah, so 18, that would be, yeah, so that's, I think that's a hit. So 18, wait, 19, 20. Yeah, no, that's a miss. Yeah, so near where your mech currently is standing, next to the rock, there is a fairly substantial artillery barrage just slamming down into the ground, making a complete mess of things, probably scratching your paint as well. And yeah, that could have been a lot worse if you hadn't taken cover there. All right. But the question, oh my goodness. Yeah, so I think that just happens. Sorry, I'm eyeballing this without any real sheets, so it takes me a hot second to do all the math here in my head. So, Mambo, what's the damage for a Hydra array?
3d6 plus 1.
All right, so you see, as Sarge mech is speeding towards the cover as well, a rocket barrage catches her mid-step and rain down some damage, and you see it gets fairly shaken as it starts, um, walking in the strike zone. But she managed to rush into cover as well with the rest of you, and you see there is definitely some chipped metal armor plates, and some of the maybe some of the joints have been a bit twisted, so there is definitely like damage done to it, but nothing crippling yet. All right, so that was those ones. These ones gonna advance because that's what they're doing these days. And then I think that one's gonna move over there. All right, cool. So it's your turn again.
Right, who wants to go first?
I can go ahead and try to identify a target and shoot it. If I can't, I'll continue moving towards where I think they are. Is there any notice roll or anything I have to make for that?
Yeah. Notice, please, and thank you.
Can't remember what the modifier was on notice, but it's probably not good enough anyway.
+2. Yeah, so now you can see the contrails of the missile barrage, but the rock is obfuscating the origin point of it, so it's kind of hard to tell because you have like a fairly substantial rock in the way.
Yeah, but we can maneuver around the rock, correct?
Yeah, I think you can go around it.
They're not that far.
But yeah, that's all I got.
I'll go around the rock and engage the first thing I see if it's close enough.
All right. Hopefully this helps to imagine the nonsense. My goodness, I never thought it would be this difficult to run a fucking battle without a map. Apparently it is.
We're very visual people, apparently.
I think it's also difficult, at least for me, to do a theater of the mind with something like a mech fight, because it's hard for me to visualize in my head the difference between 6 kilometers and 7 kilometers.
Yeah. That's what I was asking, like, what can we see compared to weapon range and shit?
All right. So, well, at least now I know that for next time. Well, fucking sit down and do a map or some bullshit. Right. So, who want to take a turn first? And I know Ton wanted to do something.
He can go.
I think he said he was going to move forward, if I remember correctly.
All right. Wow, roll 20 is all kinds of bugged at the moment. Oh yeah, Ton, place or poke where on the screen where you want to be.
I'm gonna move up around here.
Excuse me. I thought I was muted.
All right, you should be able to control the mechs now. Can someone try to move the token and see if it works?
Mine works.
Cool.
Great. That's Sarge right there, right? Oh, she backed up.
All right. Yeah, so place yourself where you want to be. Sarge was going to this rock over there, down at the south, when she got hit by something. And the one here in the front that you're standing, that Sarge is standing next to, is maybe like 10 meters lower than the other one. So the one where Tarn is standing at, it's goes further up. Yeah, and anyone who wants notice to see if you can find the enemy somewhere.
I'll give the try. To those 2d6 plus.
Yep. Yeah,
I'm
so
also
you,
going to roll.
all
I think one of us knows where it is. We all do.
right, so the two of you run a fairly deep sensor sweep across the area. And yeah, you have a almost pinpoint idea where at least two of the mechs are. Even though you can't see them visually yet, they are definitely within the area where you can detect the heat emissions of their engines.
All right. Am I able to shoot after doing the sensor sweep, or do I have to wait till next turn?
What weapons do you have?
2 hydro rays.
Yeah, I'll say you can. With this, I'll say you can do an attack if you want as well, and this goes for all of you. So you can do the sweep, and then because the
If
commander also rolled high enough.
one of us does the sweep, can we all see where they are, or is it just that person that does the sweep?
No, it shows up on
Okay.
your display.
Right.
All right. Yeah. So you, regardless of who you're trying to shoot, you still have one attack more if you want to fire your other weapon as well. So there is one to the north of you behind the rocks on the other side of it. And then there is one on top of the large rock where Han is hanging out on or next to.
Okay.
And that is maybe, what did I say, 40 meters up in the air or 40 meters up from where you are standing right now on the ground.
All right. So that might be the melee if someone wants to go engage it if he's that close to us. Anybody else want to go? Should
I've already fired.
Yeah.
Is
All right.
is the plasma thrower, is that a line of sight weapon? I would assume so.
Yeah, it's basically like a shotgun. So you need to see where you're shooting.
Or is the guy on top of the rock in my line of sight, or is he too high up?
The angle would be too high up to hit right now. But now that you know he's there, you can maybe decide to hold an action. So when they come into line of sight, you can just pop a shot off.
Yeah.
And so you're holding your action. What are the two of you doing?
I'll let traffic go first.
Can I move to the left and shoot the one that's around the side?
So I think because I made this map with the wrong scale yet again, I say you can get probably halfway from where you're standing right now.
Sort of like here.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I'll move. I'll hold an action.
All right.
You might be able to see the guy on top of the rock from
Yeah, you might actually. You have rocket launchers, so you can actually, since we know the pinpoint accuracy of them, you should be able to just shoot them. Traffic, because you don't need line of sight for rocket launchers.
Oh, I don't.
No, I think that's the same as Hydra Ray. Unless I'm wrong, Hellforge.
No,
Correct me
you
if
can
I'm-
just fire up in the air because now you know where they are,
Mhm.
and the drone that's flying up in the sky is having a sensor lock on it. So you know, and the rocket launcher are the guided missiles. You can curve a shot and try to hit the one up top if you want, or around the corner, depends.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll send one to the one up on top, then two at the one around the side.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah. Good luck.
So roll the one on top first.
And like this would technically be my first roll, right?
That would be on your other character, so it doesn't apply here. On your real character. These are just
Yeah.
fakes.
Just fake people. Oh,
Holy shit.
nice shots.
Yeah,
Peppers on the side.
even if I applied any like fucking indirect or arm or cover penalties to that, it'd still be well enough to hit them. So
Nice shot.
All right, and these next two are for the one around the side. That first one was almost max rolls on. The hit was max. Damage was almost all max.
Yeah, the top guy, right? You had the top guy?
Yeah, I rolled a 9, 8, and 10.
right. Yeah, you see through the tiny screen in the bottom of your like heads up display that the rockets hit, and yeah, the one on top there is definitely looks like it taken a beating or three really, but the other two seems unscathed at this point. All right, who hasn't gone yet?
I have not, and I'm actually, since I have no weapons that can go around range, but I do have. Can I ask traffic if you can see the guy on top, or if if he just was able to fire because of the pinpoint? Like, let's say I have visual sight from him at him or no?
So now I'm not the best at the whole angle game, but I do believe, let's say 40 for the sake of convenience. So 40 meters up in the air, trying to hit the target that is roughly 7 meters. It would be like 47 to the top. So how far away from that would you have to stand in order to get a line of sight on it? Oh shit, if that's, yeah. Like I said, the scale is a bit off on this map, but if that's more than 100 meters away, then yeah, you can definitely see it from there.
All right, so yeah, then I'll go near traffic, and I'll just aim at the guy, but I will not shoot yet. I'll just hold my action and just watch what he's doing. Can I?
Best you can,
Sorry, one more thing. Can I
best you
hold an
can get
action?
is you can move 80 meters, so from where you're standing, 80 meters out.
So sorry. So I will be on top of traffic. Yeah, I'll just be behind him then. All right, I'll just.
It is with you and using the rest of us as cover.
I was gonna be next to you. He said I can't be next to you, so I'm now behind you.
I don't
No,
think you're
but
by me.
beside that, when you if I want to save my weapon, like let's say I shoot one of my weapons, can I save my other weapon for later, or do I have to just shoot all my weapons at the same time?
So you can't split your turn like that. You either fire one weapon or all weapon, but that's your turn after that. So
Oh, so I cannot just okay. So then I'll save my main action if that guy does
no,
anything.
you use either one, like you can decide how many weapons you're gonna be using for your turn, but you can't hold any other weapons. Like you either use everything or you use one or two things and then the rest is gone when the turn rolls around.
Okay, if that's the case, how far is he? Because you said this isn't to scale. Is he
It's
160 meters?
close enough to the scale. So let's roll
Okay,
with
all
that.
right, all right. Let's go with scale then. All right, then in that case, I'll unload the guy up top with all my weapons.
All right.
Nope. Nope. 13 is my lucky number today, guys.
I mean, it was a good attempt.
Yeah. I was going to hold it and try and protect traffic because he's kind of wide and open, but he had to say something.
I mean, don't we all? Right, so a bunch of things is gonna happen now. But that happens first of all. It's great. Second, this you see a mech turning around the corner from one of the rocks where it's been chilling, and it comes into full view. So anyone who have line of sight to that one over there and was holding an action to attack, you can feel free to start shooting right now. Otherwise, you can hold it or not do anything rather.
Right, yeah, I'll take a shot.
Yeah, unfortunately, no. The AC is slightly higher than that, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough. So you send off a fairly decent salvo in the general direction, but they seem to be hitting the stone instead.